¡Oh! Es uno de esos shows interactivos para niños.
My love, my beloved. Why are you looking at me like that? You do simp over more depraved stuff. But I'm betting some of you are asking, what the heck is Villanos? Or Villainous in the English dub. Time for some info dumping! Villanos, not to be confused by Disney's Villainous, is a Latin American production distributed by Cartoon Network, created by Alan Ituriel, and animated under his animation house, AI Animation Studios. He also happens to be Black Hat's voice actor in both English and Spanish. Alan Ituriel first made Villanos as a 2012 4-short series with Black Hat under a slightly different design, assisting troubled villains with their problems, like the one with Captain Hook, or that one time where he got sick with the flu. For some reason, Alan decided to erase them from existence, but nothing disappears from the internet without someone downloading them. The idea and concept of Villanos, or Villainous in the United States, was submitted to the Mexican animation festival Pixelatl during the Idiatun Summit in 2014, which was then picked up by Cartoon Network. A 6-minute video consisting of small scenes of the characters and their efforts to sell off Black Hat Organization's weapons and services to troubled villains followed on May 18, 2017, uploaded onto Cartoon Network's Latin American YouTube channel, with an English dub following suit.
We all flew.
This blew up the internet and Black Hat became the newest Tumblr sexy man alongside Alistair from Hazbin Hotel. And speaking of Black Hat, let's briefly examine the cast. The Lord of all Eldritch Abominations himself, Black Hat, is an ageless creature of darkness who has taken over the world at some point but then got bored of it and began his company and organization to aid villains who are down on their luck, dealing with bothersome goody two-shoe and two-faced heroes. Not to mention being the reason of certain world catastrophes, but that's beside the point. He does not tolerate stupidity or incompetence well, and would send you to the very pits of Tartarus if he didn't go there for his weekly massage. This isn't part of the show by any means, but you get my point.
Bienvenidos alimañas del abismo, criaturas obscuras, despreciables seres insignificantes.
Dr. Flug is an incredible inventor and mad scientist who hides his face under a paper bag. He may look meek and vulnerable, but he has no trouble shooting someone in the face. All he wants is to be recognized for his genius and be praised for it. And no, he is not kidnapped by Black Hat in any way. I think he signed a contract of sorts, hence why he works for the magnificent bastard. He is also a big plane enthusiast.
De un genio malvado a otro mojo, te diré que esto no te matará, aunque tal vez lo desees.
505 is the lovable Totoro-esque teddy bear that was the result of an experiment gone wrong. Flug is his papa, and is the only creature with goodness in his heart that's allowed to live in Black Hat Manor, mostly as the maid of the house.
La primera y última palabra de 505 fue papá, y desde entonces no ha vuelto a usar palabras.
Dementia and I are kindred spirits. And why is that, you might ask? She is, like her name suggests, demented. She is a crazed escapee from a mental institution who is head over heels for Black Hat. Dementia has fantasies over her and Black Hat getting married, being all lovey-dovey as they destroy cities and crush heroes under their heel. Similar to Harley and the Joker, but in my opinion it's less insane and toxic. At the very least, we know that it's an entirely one-sided infatuation. She and Dr. Flug are always at each other's throats, but sometimes they unite in camaraderie over the fact that both of them are scared of Black Hat.
Bueno, chicos, ¿qué esperan? ¡A darle!
As fans patiently awaited the announcement of the series getting greenlit, AI Animation Studios created a small number of webcomics from October 2017 to November 2020, showing some of the shenanigans the characters would get into. My favorite being when Flug and 505 mistakenly take home an alligator thinking it was Dementia. I love how this one gator makes a cross with his little claws. They're deathly afraid of this girl. From November 2017 to February 2019, Black Cat, and later Flug and Dementia, would begin analyzing and critiquing fellow Cartoon Network villains for either their well-thought-out plans or incompetence. Like when Black Cat flipped his lid with Boxman letting KO and his friends go when he had them right there.
¡Los ayudaste a escapar!
Ay, no me haga bilis, jefecito. Todavía no llegamos ni a los 10 minutos.
Pon lo que sea, no me importa, no me importa.
They also grinded Jasper and Peridot in a blender at that one time. I would have switched these two with Steven, forgive your abusers, Ubermensch. Make a nice pink powder for the salty fans. Some holiday-themed 1 to 2 minute videos were sprinkled throughout as well, including a 3-part Halloween special, a summer bootcamp for henchmen, even a nice little Christmas card. I don't know if it was just me, but it was kind of obvious that the writers of Villainous were testing the waters and finding their footing with the writing and whatever gags might work for the future of the show with the villain analysis videos. As the shorts progressed, the writing got better and even the sound mixing and music editing felt more natural compared to the first few shorts. The show neared the release of the pilot with the Q&A video in early 2019, where Villainous fans sent in questions for the characters to respond to. And we got the best song number in the entire history of the animated program. Dementia singing about her love and devotion for Black Cat in the rhythm of that one song from Carmen that everybody knows.
Su malvado y perfecto ser, todo malo él lo puede hacer.
You can see how much of a fangirl she is, and it's astounding. It's like Alan and the AI crew scooped out my brain and recorded what was inside. It's marvelous. The ending of the Q&A led directly into the pilot, where a villain by the name of Penumbra is stopped right in the middle of her questionably dastardly plan by the obnoxious Sunblast, who obviously gets his advice from Gaston and Johnny Bravo. On June 1st, 2019, El Atroz Amanecer, or The Dreadful Dawn, aired in the Latin American Cartoon Network YouTube channel, with the English dub airing just a week later. And it has gathered 9.7 million views at the time of writing this script. Honestly, not too shabby. It's only been 2 years. Thanks, Panda Mike. After Penumbra's assault by Sunblast, she gets a message from Black Hat Organization and their services catch her eye. We get to see Dr. Flood's morning routine pre-painful summoning, where Black Hat assigns him Dementia and 505 to deal with Sunblast per Penumbra's request. The hero turns out to be a bit of a problem for the three, aside from Dementia going all Leroy Jenkins on the town so she could deal with him for Senpai's attention. Sunblast follows the retreating villains to finish them, and for the sweet street cred. But after an improvised plan from Flug's panicked video call with Black Hat, Flug leads Sunblast to Black Hat Manor, lets Dementia go Velociraptor on his ass, and shrinks him down to size of a rat. Fulfilling their side of the deal, Penumbra signs a contract with Black Hat, assuming she also signed away her soul. And now the three lackeys have to deal with their very angry boss.
How dare you bring a pathetic hero to my domain?
That is so hot.
I mean, I would too if you let a hero into my house. I mean, they're bastards. It's kind of like asking a troop of cops to arrive at your house.
The only reason why I haven't put you behind bars is because of how much I like punching you.
And this is the part of the video where we get some unfortunate news. Don't worry, it's not that bad. Thanks to the success of the pilot, the show entered their next phase, create the series. Alan Ituriel went to many animation conventions in Mexico and put up live streams where fans could request drawings and ask even more questions. But then the pandemic hit and we basically had no news for a good long while. During this time, aside from the webcomics, a couple of Instagram accounts were made to tease the upcoming series, but we didn't really know about it at the time. With posts from Penumbra and the new character who will debut in the series, Miss Heed, we do get some information of how Penumbra is actually not that villainous. She is a scientist who fights for the environment and the people of Atreno City who have the same skin condition as her.
¡Ay, la llorona!
No soy una llorona.
Even Sunblast warms up to her and her rat, Curie, after Madame Curie, as he stays with them, slowly dropping the chat-like behavior he had in the pilot.
Let go of me, fatty!
Miss Heed is the more influencer type and self-proclaimed waifu. I wish I was joking. Since she's the pretty, lovey, heart-themed hero, has merchandise and is adored by the public. She even had a few TikToks uploaded. But sure enough, there's signs in her Instagram posts that not everything about this sultry yet nice seductress is as it seems. Especially after what happened with Penumbra. Sunblast takes over Penumbra's Instagram account and is very worried for his friend, making it his mission to take care of Curie the rat and try to hunt down Miss Heed to help Penumbra. We also got just a cameo and an Easter egg of Villainous in other Cartoon Network shows, like the Black Hat Magisword in Magical Magisword Season 2 and the Black Hat cameo in OKKO, even a crossover episode with Victor and Valentino on October 2020, serving as a quasi-backdoor pilot for Villainous? I don't know. It's worded weird, but at least it made more people know of its existence beyond the Latin American YouTube channel. Many of us in the fandom were losing hope, even after Alan had confirmed that the first season was in production. The animation studio and Cartoon Network were very, very quiet about the show. It was just a few months back that we learned that season 1 had wrapped up production, with the release date being held up for ransom by Cartoon Network. And the fandom rejoiced with the teaser of the teaser trailer for the first season released on October 10th, and the proper trailer on October 21st. Villainous Season 1 will be available on both Cartoon Network Mexico and HBOMax Latin America on October 29th, 2021. What I am not sure about is if the show will have an English dub for the North American audiences, or even a US release. Many of the villain analysis shorts don't even have an English dub. Much less so the Q&A video. Only the 6-minute compilation, some of the holiday shorts, and the pilot have been dubbed so far.
These mechanical henchmen will bring chaos and mayhem to this jolly season.
What?
For Black Hat!
Get out of here, Dementia!
This ain't taking us to try to take care of any business.
Mission accomplished!
Speaking of which, what do I, a Latina, think of both the English and Spanish dubs? Of course, I love the original Latino Spanish dub. It's so natural with the slang and inside jokes of the country, but compared to the pilot's English dub, it felt a little lackluster. Alan Ituriel is still magnificent as the marvelously evil Black Hat. Jose A. Macias is perfect for the nervous, approval-seeking Dr. Flug, while Todd Asayer feels like he's reading off the script just for a paycheck. He's a bit deadpanned compared to Macias.
No le voy a fallar, mi señor jefecito chulo, señor.
I won't fail you, my lord Black Hat, sir.
Porque estamos en una misión y no está solo, está con Penumbra, fíjate.
We're on a mission, and he's not alone. He's with Penumbra.
Melissa Gedeon is perfect for Dementia. I mean, she matches her crazy with Pinkie Pie's whimsy, which she also voices in the Latin American dub of My Little Pony.
¡Se nos acaba el tiempo! ¡Cuidado con las rocas!
Melanie Sims, however, doesn't seem to try as hard, as if she's just pretending to be unhinged and fangirly.
¡Nunca! ¡Pijamas por siempre! ¡Never! ¡Pijamas forever! ¿Dónde estás, cobarde? ¡Ven y enfréntame! Where are you, you coward? Come and fight me!
Come on, Melanie, you can do better.
Die, cursing, die!
And last but not least, 505 is voiced by Mark Fishbach, also known as Markiplier.
The king of 5 Nights at Freddy's!
I am the voice of 505 on Villainous.
If the wiki's to be believed, he still voices the big teddy bear in the first season. If you're wondering why Mark voices 505, I remember reading somewhere that Cartoon Network asked Alan to put a popular YouTuber in the show. I think this is similar to having George Clooney in the South Park movie, but only for 2 lines.
Who's making a potato?
Only in this case, it's Mark making bear noises with the occasional word here and there. He also voiced the sexy Black Cat clone from the shorts.
The most evil thing I could think of is leaving the audience wishing for more me.
Jesus Christ. Both Penumbra and Sunblast's voice actors are fine in the Latin American dub, but feel a little bit forced in the English dub. Especially Sunblast with his surfer dude voice.
A nerd? I hate nerds!
Why do we keep getting surfer dude voices and animation?
Oh, dude. Tubular.
It's not good. Stop it. The first 2 episode listings have been uploaded for both Cartoon Network and HBOMax. I'm very excited for this show. I've been patiently waiting for this ever since the teaser poster way back since the Pixelatl convention. And now that it's within reach, expect to see more of this wicked band of vile individuals.
¡Achis! ¿Cómo llegué aquí?
And expect my wedding. Bye!